What is up, world? It's your boy Ton, and you are listening to the Wonton Wealth Podcast. Here, I'm going to unravel anything and everything commercial real estate related. And more importantly, we're going to add abundant value. So if you're ready, buckle up your eardrums. The next report we're going to talk about today is called Feasibility Reports. You probably haven't heard of feasibility reports too often because they are a one-off. They're not used within every real estate transaction. They are often only used when you have a certain idea and you need some data to back up that idea or tell you that your idea is full of shit. You know, whether you're dreaming up of the next skyscraper or a cozy little cafe, this feasibility report is going to give you the lowdown on whether your idea has wings or it should stay grounded. So what exactly is a feasibility report? A feasibility report is your comprehensive guide to figuring out if your project is worth pursuing. It's not just about assessing whether or not your business idea or idea in general is going to be profitable, but it actually covers everything from market analysis to environmental impact. Think of it as your project's fortune teller. It's going to predict whether your business idea is phenomenal or just plain dog shit. So why are these things important? Like, why would anybody get one of these things? Well, they're not just for show. They actually play an important role in securing funding and supporting a layout of the nitty-gritty details. You know, it's going to go into the costs associated with opening or building whatever you're looking at, the benefits of it, and the risks. You know, a SWOT analysis, if you will. It's going to give you the whole shebang. Plus, they help you dodge potential disasters by highlighting any red flags before you've even broken ground. So, for whatever the price of feasibility reports are, generally a couple $1,000s, it's essentially a small gamble in order to prevent you spending a shit ton more money. So feasibility reports come packed with juicy sections that break down every aspect of your project. You open a feasibility report, the first thing you're going to see is the executive summary. This is essentially your project's elevator pitch. It sums up your goals, it sums up your objectives, and why investors should care, all packed into a nutshell. Next, you're probably going to see a market analysis. This is where they're going to size up your target market. They're going to look at growth trends, they're going to look at competition, they're going to look at who your customers are, what the household income is there a positive growth in population, is there a negative growth, is it stagnant? All these tiny little factors. Then they're going to do a technical analysis. This section is going to dive into the technical side. We're going to be looking at, what type of materials you need, what type of equipment you need, any processes that are important within that build, and then any risks that might throw a wrench within your plans. And next up, we have a financial analysis. This is where the numbers do the talking because numbers don't lie. It's going to crunch the numbers on the project revenue, the balance costs, and it's going to show your potential investors how the project is going to make money and if it's going to make money. Then we're going to be looking at an operational analysis. This section is going to highlight who's running the show. It's going to cover everything from the staffing needs to management strategies, and it's going to make sure that you're prepared for any operational hurdles. Then next up, it's going to look at how this project falls into the environment. It's going to look at how the project itself is going to affect the environment. We care about our planet and community too, right? So this section is going to look at how your project might affect society and hopefully keep things green and clean. And then lastly, at the end, you're going to have a little conclusion paragraph. They're going to wrap it up with a bow. It's going to tie together pretty much all the findings and lay it out in clear recommendations for moving forward or hitting the brakes. And there you have it. That is my general overview for feasibility reports. It's your roadmap to success in the world of real estate projects, whether you're building, you're renovating, starting fresh, whatever. This report is your secret weapon for figuring out and gathering all this data to see if your project has legs on it. That's it for today, and I'll catch you guys next time. One time out. And that's a wrap. If you've made it this far, that means you've listened to the entire episode, so thank you. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you're listening from. And if you've learned something or found it useful, share it with one of your homies. And if you want to get in touch with me, I'm pretty active on IG. My handle is pro_TANH. Reach out, let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, or what you want to hear about in the future. I'm here to tailor this to you. Until next time.